Welcome to my kitchen, y'all. This is David Locke and this is Boots and Bow Ties. And I'm going to teach you today to make one of my favorite salads, apple cashew salad. This was created by one of my oldest and dearest friends. We've been friends since we were 15 years old. Her name is Mykael Bibb. And she came up with this probably when we were in our early 20s, and it was in our local junior league cookbook. And so it's so simple. First thing I'm going to teach you to make is the dressing. First, you want to take about a quarter cup of canola oil, and you want to pour that into a vessel with a lid, a cruet, or just something that has a tight fitting lid. I'm going to pour that in, and then I'm going to take some apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to put it in a 1-to-1 ratio, about a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to pour that in. Then a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder, a little bit of freshly cracked pepper, just to taste. Now, Mykael's original recipe calls for Splenda, but over the years I've decided to use sugar, so I put in a teaspoonful of sugar, and then we'll just put in a little bit of salt to taste. If you like a little heat, you can also add a little red pepper flake to this. And we're just going to close it up, and we're going to give it a good shake. I'll put this in the refrigerator until it's time to use it. Then right before I serve it, I'll put my greens on my plate, and I'll drizzle a little bit of this on each one of the salads. The next thing I'm going to teach you how to do is acidulate your apples. That will keep them from turning brown, and then we're going to assemble the salad. I'm going to teach you a handy-dandy helpful hint, the technique of acidulation. So anytime you cut apples and you don't want them to turn brown, you need to soak them in a mild solution of acid. That doesn't sound very appetizing, does it? But basically what we're going to do is get a bowl, fill it full of water, and put a little bit of lemon juice in that water. And it really does add to the flavor of the apples, I found. The other day I was having a party and a friend of mine said, "I really think you've done something extra to those apples." And I said, "Yes, they've been soaked in lemon juice." So you can use this technique anytime you are using apples. Now, you could serve this immediately and you wouldn't have to do this to your apples. But if you're like me and you like to do things ahead, or you're having a large dinner party and you don't have a lot of time, then this is something great you can do. So simply just put them in that lemon water. And then another technique I've learned is to take a paper towel and just put that over top, let it sit down in the water a little bit, and that helps to seal the apples a little bit more so they are not exposed to oxygen and turn brown. So now we're going to assemble our salad. I've got some baby spinach, I'm going to add that, and I've got a little bit of romaine. I feel like romaine helps to break up the spinach, which can be a little leathery sometimes. Then we're going to put in a cup of cashews. These have been salted. Then we're going to put in a half a cup of dried cranberries. And then I've got my apples that I've strained because I acidulated them. Again, you don't have to do that. And I'm going to put my apples in. Then what I'll do is I'll toss this. I'm just going to use my hands. Of course, my hands are good and clean. I'll put saran wrap over this, chill it in the refrigerator, and then when I'm ready to serve it, we'll put it on the plate and we'll pour a little bit of that great dressing over top. So to serve, we're just going to make sure we get a lot of apple and cashews. Make sure we grab some of that, make it look nice and pretty. Put it on our plate. And then for our guest, we'll give our dressing a good shake. And we'll ladle on about a tablespoonful of dressing. And there you are, cashew apple salad. Bon appetit!